Seibert, who is knowledgeable about such situations, and asks for his opinion. Seibert explains that using the lifeboat is impossible, as it can only hold 9 people, and in the storm, it would likely capsize almost immediately. However, the broken ship can stay afloat for about 4 to 5 hours. Seibert devises a daring plan. They will manually move the ship's rudder with a steel beam and some ropes, steering the Pendleton toward a nearby reef. Once there, they can run the ship aground and signal for help by blowing the whistle. The crew members agree to work on the plan, but Brown remains stubborn and starts arguing. In the midst of their argument, the radio is suddenly connected and reports that another ship, the Fort Mercer, has also been wrecked, with rescue crews on their way. The crew realizes with horror that the Pendleton can only wait its turn for help, and there's a high chance they won't be rescued at all. Back with Bernie, he talks to Miriam on the phone, and she asks if he has asked Clough for permission, but he says he hasn't had the chance, and then, abruptly, hangs up. It turns out that Clough has announced to the entire crew that they must sail the CG 36,500 from Old Harbor to rescue the Fort Mercer, 30 kilometers east of Nantucket. Almost everyone refuses, because it is a death trap in which they will undoubtedly die in such stormy conditions. They recommend taking the CG 36383 from Stake Harbor, which is slightly slower but safer. Clough then asks Bernie to go to the docks with 2 members to investigate the situation. Bernie has no choice but to agree and heads out with the 2 men. Meanwhile, on Pendleton, Seibert and his partner are struggling to reassemble the manual steering due to a shortage of men. Seibert then learns that Brown has gathered a group of men on deck and they are about to leave by lifeboat. This makes him lose his temper, so he heads to the deck with an axe. Amidst the crew's loud commotion, Seibert cuts the lifeboat's rope with his axe. The lifeboat falls overboard, and an angry Brown rushes to attack Seibert while the others try to stop him. However, the crew notices the lifeboat breaking apart in seconds under the rolling waves and realizes Seibert was correct. After things calm down, Seibert tells the crew that the lifeboat is too small for the sea, while this ship will sink by nightfall. He explains that to make it safely to the nearest island, he needs 4 men to maneuver the rudder beam, followed by 4 men at the pumps and horns. The crew ultimately follows Seibert's instructions, which prove to be the most reliable at the time. Elsewhere, Bernie and his colleagues arrive at the pier during a heavy snowstorm. A man who has just returned from the sea informs them that he heard a ship's horn and saw from a distance that a vessel was in distress. Bernie takes his colleagues back to the Chatham station to investigate, and they discover that the ship that is broken apart is Pendleton, located about 8 kilometers from their station. 2 ships breaking apart in a single day is unprecedented, and the crew faces a